Getting underway here, it is World 2. The 7 first worlds, if you call them, are randomized together. World 8 will always show up last. 5-8, the first stage. The Lakitu up top going to be a pain for both players. Jargle taking a death, unfortunately, getting to the power box. JJ making it through pretty cleanly. As long as you survive, it's pretty much a good 5-8. JJ finding a 1-4 into 2-2's position. Major difference between Group 1 and Group 2 flags is the fact that the overworld is not randomized. Here in Group 1, you'll see pretty vanilla overworld layouts. The World Order stage order. Oh no, JJ taking a death right there at the end of the fire chomp. Jargle joining him in 1-4. One of the biggest things you're going to find here in Randomizer is the fact that most auto-scrollers are turned off, because we do need to go fast. Pretty synced up here into the end of 1-4. And Jargle's going to take just a couple second lead. Whoa! Gets delayed by the sledge bro. We'll see our first fortress of the game. It's 3 Fortress 2 from Vanilla. The underwater fort. Both players looking to secure the power-up box here. It's the only power-up you're going to see. JJ decided not to chase it down. Jargle does, but unfortunately gets hit by the waffle. Boom Booms are mostly unchanged in the randomizer. They'll take 3 jumping hits, or 5 fireballs, or 1 hammer. JJ going to 2-3 and finds the regular tank stage from World 8. It's that first stage you find. It takes an unfortunate death to the Cannonball. Jargle going to wind back to the Toad House, and JJ's going to follow him with a pipe travel. The contents of the Toad Houses have been shuffled. You get the same layouts as you would in Vanilla, just not in the normal place you would find them. JJ gonna take the death there from the Flame Jet. He is down to 2 lives. Count the 0 life here in Mario 3. Jargle getting jarred by the bomb shooter. Regular Tanks has 1 power-up, just to brag about in the middle. Those are randomized here, so it's not necessarily the Fire Flower power-up that you would see in Vanilla. It is a star instead. Today's bro at the end of tanks is a Boomerang Bro. And a star, hopefully to get them going along a little bit. Oh no! Speaking of 8-1, it has made an appearance at the quicksand level. And currently no flying assistance. Both players are going to try to have to navigate this, the ground route. The one up here in the middle it should provide a little bit of easement there. Unfortunately, Jargle takes the death before he can grab it. JJ is on 0 lives. He needs to grab this one up just to keep going. and then the hot foot's going to get him in trouble. 8-1 is known for being very brutal because some of the stage effects are randomized. However, some of the enemy placements are not. Sometimes you can get away with despawning in that hot foot, then sometimes it just shows up. JJ carrying the star there to the middle power-up box so he can get a mushroom. Takes the hit thanks to the bullet bills, but at least he makes it back to the 1-up. There's a second 1-up after the platform. That's going to be good. That's going to keep him going. Jargle almost makes it to the end, gets a little tripped up by note block. I'm never a fan of note blocks, especially when you pretty much require them to get through. JJ trying his best at the note block jump, does not get the proper momentum. Thankfully for the double 1-up placement, our racers can try to stay afloat, but this is going to be an adventure to get through this. This is not a beginner-friendly stage in the least. You've seen the nippers, you saw the hot foot giving them trouble. JJ collecting that 1-up before taking an unfortunate walk-off death. There is an that early star there if they want to go around for it. Sometimes navigating that jump around here isn't the best. JJ picking up the star before moving on. It is just a war of attrition now. Somebody will break through. We're hoping both players can break through in a reasonable amount of time. This is not a stage that breeds confidence. Oh. JJ not getting the proper bounce off the note block. Players could try to spawn the bullet bills and try to walk them over to try to get a bounce if they don't feel like using the no block. JJ grabbing the star again. Jargle unfortunately missing the no block again. World 2 happened to be first. Unfortunately, we don't have a cloud or a hammer that showed up early enough for either player to exploit it to get around the stage. Yeah, this early in the seed laws, I would very much agree for you. Oh, hey, Jargle got the movement of the Hammer Brothers to take him over. Double Fire Bros on ice. He does get the stage cleared, and he will have the opportunity the first time in the game. Oh my gosh, it's a cloud. Jargle will have the opportunity to skip the stage if he wants. I believe he's going to take it. However, he's going to need to clear the next stage, or he will get kicked back. Gets a mushroom out of this Toad House. JJ takes another death. Unfortunately, JJ's Hammer Bros are way far away from him. Jargle finds 4-4 here. He's going to take the bottom swimming route. Just has to worry about getting sniped at the end. Actually, Billy, it does not. It is not a action stage or a regular stage. It's something that would lock him into place. Jargle does not get sniped. He is good to get out of 4-4. JJ back to the note block again. And hey, there he goes, using the bullet bill to get himself around. And he will finally clear it. So JJ will be up a cloud if he decides to visit the Hammer Bros. Jargle finding one of the 8 lost stages. There are plenty of, actually, pieces and parts embedded in the code of the SMB3 cart. Our brilliant developer Fred Coughlin pulled out 8 mostly finished stages. Some of them were actually completed. And then filled in the rest of the holes and inserted them into the normal stage pool. You can see any of them, all of them, they will replace normal stages. This one is a very interesting concept. You work left to right, and then take a pipe down to water and swim back right to the left. JJ into 4-4 right now. Actually, Mew, not until the afternoon. This is the last race of the technical evening. Jargle hitting up the end card game. What you see is not always what you get in the end card game. Especially when it comes to coins. You'll never get coins in the end card game. What you see will carry over for the remainder of the seed. So if, say, the 20 coin matched up to be a cloud, you would always get a cloud when it comes into that. Jargle clearing the second Hammer Bros stage and finds the first hammer of the game. Hammers, not only do they break rocks in the Mario 3 Rando, they also break locks, especially in the 2 group stage setups, which will be helpful in clearing stages en masse. Jargle finds 3 airship first out of the way. We'll see what his Morton fight is. Koopa Kids are tied to the overworld you visit. However, the arena that you fight him in is tied to the airship that you go through. Our boy Morton putting up a little bit of fight. That's his 4th hit point. He's going to have all 5. Their jumping hit points are randomized between 1 and 5. If you do want to go for a fire kill on any Koopa Kid, it's still the vanilla 10 hits. Our buddy Morton put up a little bit of a fight. They also can pass some of the boss properties. Like high jumps or even space jumps and earthquakes. Our Morton here was just a regular jumper. And our king wants us to fall flat into that deep ravine. Jargle getting an anchor from the World 1 postcard, and he'll go into World number 3 as her second. Anchor has an interesting property in Rando because in Randomizer, the airship does not move if you should die in an airship stage. So we had to do something with the anchor. So Fred put in a little bit of code that allows the anchor to become any random item. Our players will not know it until they use it, and it will be the same random item throughout the rest of the seed. Jargle into 6-5, one of the 2 stages that, under normal circumstances, will require a flight method to complete. And JJ did end up not going back to get the cloud. Both players do, however, hold the hammer that they got from the other one. Jargle got hit. I don't know if he knows that you can just re-enter pipes he came from. But he will have to come back and get another leaf. The yellow Paragoomba debating as usual. Jargle then take the fly up. Not the 2 regular nippers that we would normally get up here. It is 2 Koopas, so he did not have to bring up anything with him. JJ gonna check this first pipe in World 3. Sees it is the 3 Fortress 2 lock. Thinks about popping the lock. He decides just to play it from the beginning. Jargle going to enter 2-3. Finds the giant world enemy set up here. JJ now getting a 6-5. Waiting on the Peregrine to come down so he can take care of him. He's going to take the shell up, and Jargle gets the flower match. They get 3 1-ups right quick. It is very advisable in the Mario 3 Randomizer to acquire a good set of lives, as you saw from our excursion in 8-1. Keeping them can be an issue. Jargle getting a hammer suit out of the first Toad House in World 3, or second world here in the random. And Jargle goes into 6-4, home of the lag opening. Sees the Fire Flower. Unfortunately, he scrolled the original platform off and it despawned. So he'll go with this just with superpower. JJ waiting on the shell to take care of the pyramid. Jargle going to finish up. He looks to be a full stage ahead right now. JJ kind of come back for the end card game. Vanilla, good old Vanilla to Fortress. Affectionately known as a Fred in the community when you find an instance of vanilla in your seed. JJ clearing a good portion of his end card board, and he'll get into 6-4. The game just loves to put fire chomps and snakes in 6-4, and you see the lag. It is very apparent in this stage. Jargle making it through the middle and gets the boom boom. Yeah, I know, I noticed you, I'm sorry. I'm thinking vanilla I'm thinking world placement, not actual overworld placement. Jargle taking care of the grass arena and getting a wonderful music box out of it. He'll go play the cards. This is Jargle's second trip through it. Unfortunately, he didn't get any matches the first time, but he is just popping them off right now. Scouting his inventory to see what exactly he got. We have seen irregular tanks. That is all we have seen so far from the World 8 instances. No 7F2 yet. Overworld pipes being randomized. It is worth your time to check each and every one of them. Jargle finds the way to Wendy from the 3-4-1 lock and gets himself into 6 airship. JJ will join him shortly once he gets his pipe checks out of the way. The one power up near the end here. Let us see if Wendy has the thickness. She does not. She has regular jumps. Jargle taking the hit there. Unfortunately, will not finish the fire kill. That was a 5-hit Wendy. Well, well, well. But Jargle gets it done. 19-19 for the wand grab on his timer. JJ will probably be around a half-minute behind if he can get this kill done. Takes his hit early. As it comes to boss property... Oh, that is 4, I'm sorry. I miscounted. As it comes to boss properties, 2 of the Koopa Kids at random who are not named Lemmy will gain earthquakes. Jargle. Let's see, okay, here's the Fred. 741. Affectionately known as Fort Knox just because of this room that we start off with. Once our players hit the P switch, they will find a giant room of coins. Jargle came in small, so he'll have to do the full manipulation to get his power-ups. 741 requires you to have a flight method to get out of it. There's no way around it. You can't clip yourself around the boom boom room. You'll have to get a flight method. And there's a Tanuki suit for him. JJ in 5-3, I wonder... I don't think he checked both pipes. Oh no, he did. He went for the stage. And JJ securing the triple star, getting a 5 up out of it. Jargle let the boom boom get a little out of control, but he ended up taking him down. So JJ ended up doing 7-1 and unfortunately sees the Toad House, so he'll wind it back a stage here. Jargle into the first Piranha stage. There are 4 stages that are not randomized in the randomizer. Sky Tower World 5, both of the Piranha stages here, and of course Bowser's Castle. Gets squeezed out by the Munchers and the Piranha Plant. JJ just gets over them. He'll get his item, which is a music box. Jargle decides to put the Piranha to sleep, and he'll go around. Finds bottom middle island. And he'll decide to take it on back. JJ following him in pipe travel. And decides he does not want to take the route either. So he will go to 741 and find Fort Knox. He'll also have to go grab a power-up before coming back to the coin room. Jargle is going to come down to bottom middle island. He'll take 7-4, and that is our first hand stage. It's the Potaboos. Our 3 hand stages are put in the normal level pool. And the item that you get in 1 is the item you will get in all 3, and it is a frog suit. Jargle will find 6-1. Music box lasts for, let's say, crap, it's 2 or 3 screen transitions, or enter a stage, enter a pipe. Something. JJ finished with 7-4-1. Jargle taking the second Toad House here in World 7, gets Tanuki suit out of it. JJ has found 7-5 at 7-2. Oh, joy of joys. There's a cheap at the bottom of it, trolling the bottom of the stage currently. Jargle running into 2-5. Getting the early power up here. Oh, Jargle. Unfortunately, the Paratroopa was not very kind. And as Great White has pointed out, Jargle did find the 7-9 pipe, which is a lock pipe. He did use his hammer there to take care of it. So he is where he needs to be. Jargle securing another triple star. JJ will take the 1-up at the end of 7-5, and he'll make his way. Unfortunately, he didn't build the bridge, so he'll have to do that again. It takes an unfortunate death, and Jargle has continued to only find 7-4-2 here. Oh my goodness. Vanilla 7 fortresses. What a world we live in. It is an unfortunate coincidence that you'll see the fortresses from the same world happen in an overworld you find. Unfortunately, it's vanilla in this case. Jargle taking a hit before the second power-up box here. JJ found another beta stage at 7-8. This is the Sky beta stage. Finding the green parabeetle, one of the rarest sprites in the game, and you don't even see it until the beta stage. Taking the door, I mean pipe. He'll make it through on his second attempt. Jargle taking a little bit of issue with the hot feet. He will get through it though. JJ has joined him, has joined Jargle, should I say. Close enough, he's at 2-5. Jargle is now a stage ahead of JJ. Jargle back to the card game. Jargle will end up tackling the second piranha stage small. As long as you can navigate these no block jumps, you should be alright. Which Jargle takes care of first to try. Gets a P-Wing for his effort. JJ taking the death there early in 7F2. He will equip a P-Wing and try for a slower but more consistent route up top. Keeping the Fred train going, this is Vanilla 7 airship here. One of the longest vanilla stages. A little bit easier here with the auto-scroller turned off. Though this back half of the stage can present its own set of problems with the donut jumps. Jargle being a little calculated when it comes to this. Gets over the last donut section, and we'll see the Ludwig fight. Ludwig does not have earthquakes here. If I did count correctly, that should have been 5. I have been known to have been wrong this seat, so. JJ taking care of the Boom Boom at 7F2. Our players being a little tripped up by a rough start. However, Jargle is now through 3 full worlds. JJ is 1 stage behind him. We will find World 5 as our 4th world. And we'll start with 3-7. One of the alternate item exit stages in the game. Jargle finding some early trouble with these spinies. Oh, and gets squeezed out by a shoe. Kariba's shoes do make an appearance in one of the stage effects here. Not always can you equip a shoe here. 3-7 does not give you very many opportunities to try to get a shoe. JJ takes care of his limited fight. He was soon join Jargle here in World 5. And Jargle has unfortunately found the water scroller beta stage, affectionately known to the community as Atlantis. He has a cloud. He says, no, thank you. He will go on his merry way, locking his position in by taking the pipe. Players had the option here to take the fortress to build the bridge, or go to 5-3 and try to stage out. Jargle took a look at his inventory, decided it was probably better off for him to build the bridge just in case something bad were to happen. 5-4-1 is the Air Force from World 8. In vanilla, this is home to the fastest auto-scroller in the game. You have to be a little more calculated here with the auto-scroller turned off. Do not want to make contact with the rocky wrenches. JJ getting another 5 up. He's about ready to find Atlantis. He does get a card game first. JJ looks like he might play Atlantis out. We'll see here. He is angling himself towards that. Yep, he's going to do the stage. Jargle finds a coin ship. He decides his best method is to grab them coins and try to get another life. He's not going to be able to coin himself another life out here. There's a 1-up by the entrance to the Boomerang Brothers. Unfortunately, it takes a tube sock to the dome. That will despawn the coin ship back to a regular Hammer Brother and set them back into motion. Decides his best course of action is to grab a frog suit and try his luck back to Hammer Bros. It's really player preference as to how many lives you want to try to aim yourself for and maintain. A lot of newer players will keep a fairly high count number. Some of the more experienced players will try to ride the line a little closer as to not gain too many lives. Jargle finding another grass arena with a Sledge Bro. JJ has found our second known hand stage. This one is the Cheap Cheeps. Unfortunately, a momentum loss jump there will eat his input and put him into the marinara sauce. Cheap Cheeps does have one power box in the middle as a star in this case. Allow JJ to get cleared up. Jargle in Sky Tower here in the front part of Sky Tower. Finds a boss pass, although the boss pass will not cause too much of an issue there. Jargle will be the first to the sky section. He does have... I don't believe he does have a hammer. No, he does not. So he will have to do a full 5. 5-4 is 5-9, one of the two auto-scrollers. They both happen to be here in World 5, our 4th world of this randomizer seed. Unfortunately, with the way the scroll lock does not want to, or doesn't really want to work, 5-9 couldn't be un-auto-scrolled. So Jargle will take the platforms up and walk himself right off. Oh no. He'll try his luck, this time with the P-Wing. Me pointing out that he did use that hammer that he had 7-ish, unfortunately. Doesn't set him up for this. JJ held on to it because he did go around the slower way. So JJ will take a lead here, being able to skip 3 stages. Fortress 2 is the first fortress from World 6. The one with this nice platform. JJ, not one to damage boost here. He'll take the platform over. The current version of the randomizer introduced the randomization of the rotodiscs, the disco waffles. Makes that descent a little more trickier than it would be in a vanilla run. Jargle coming to 7.6 beta, the break room. 1 power-up box, it's that middle box of that 3 set right there. 0 enemy spawns, and vertical swimming. It is a fairly quick level. Unfortunately, Jargle had to do it because of the lack of a hammer. JJ into 4 here. Has fire, is going to take bottom route. And navigating through these hammer bros. Yep, it's pretty much the only clue we have as to what it could have been lost, is the end being 7-6. Could make the argument for it being 7-1, but we probably won't ever know what it is. Jargle finding 5-6 here, and unfortunately tail whips the Parabeetle and takes the fall for it. He'll slide over to 5-6, which is 4-1. And we have our good buddy Boss Bass trolling the neighborhood, protecting the peace from dangerous splinters. Yes. Oh yeah, that hammer allowed JJ to get a nice, comfortable lead. He pretty much flipped the script there. He was a stage behind. He will probably come out of this 2 or 3 stages ahead after we're done. 2 airship! And our boy Roy gets to keep his earthquakes. One thing of note here, all these Koopa kids have had more than the vanilla 3 hit points. So we're having rougher than average boss fights here. Our boy Roy did not skip leg day. Maximum 5-hitter. We will find World 4. 4 and 5 decide to switch places in the overworld. both players should be out of hammers now. Hammers have not been a renewable resource this seed. So Jargle will get a full 5, JJ will get a full 4, and Jargle will join him in that full world 4. Not very conducive going fast, but unfortunately the way the items have shaken out, our players are going to have to do stages this evening. JJ finds 1-6 at 4-1. Full of fire snakes. Jargle did have a tail, so he will take top route in 2-5. Oh, sorry, 2-4. Dang it. Darn minutia. JJ is at 2-2. Jargle is in 3-4. Gonna fly over this back section here, getting around the Lakitu. JJ taking care of another hammer bro and gets a P-wing for his trouble. 1-5. Never trust slopes in the Mario 3 randomizer. Try for the single power up here in 1-5. Gets a star. Take care of the back half of this ice section. Jargle in his Roy fight. Just trying to keep the earthquake timing so he doesn't get stun locked. Takes care of his Roy. JJ, first to be on a boat. This is the Navy stage from World 8. With the auto-scroller turned off, there's a wonderful P-speed strat here. Both of our players are fairly new to the Mario randomizer. Speed tech is going to be a little bit different for our players. JJ making good work of the Navy stage. Gonna go to 4-4. Finds another beta stage. I believe this is the 4th one we've seen of the 8 available. Takes a hit to the Micro Goomba. 3 different stage pools for randomization. All the normal stages are grouped together. All the fortress stages are grouped together and shuffled out. Pretty much if it pops a lock or builds a bridge is considered a fortress stage, and the 7 airships are randomized together. JJ has his choice here. Goes to 4. Sorry. What would be 4-6 here in the rando? It is 7-8. Good old Piranha Alley, home of the Piranha Gauntlet. Takes a death, decides that 7-8 is not for him. So he'll line himself up with the 3rd and final Give me a second, I'm having a little audio issue right now I'm trying to resolve. There we go. Yes. JJ found the last hand stage, the Hammer Bros hand stage. Oh, there we go. Four Fortress 2 is 5 Fortress 1. As we see Jargle getting another 5 up here. JJ taking care of 5 Fort 1, and he will get to the World 5 air... No, sorry, the World 1 airship. I always mix up 1 and 5. Ryback, JJ is currently about 2.5 stages ahead right now. They're in their 5th world. They have swapped the lead a couple times in the race. It was a rough start for both players. They ended up finding an early 8-1, which needed a very, very interesting strats to take care of. And JJ actually held on to that hammer that he got in the first world all the way up till World 5. Jargle used his hammer in World 7 to break the 7-9 lock to get a little bit of an advantage there. But JJ held on to the hammer to use in 5. Jargle had to do a complete World 5, and JJ got to skip the back half, and that's what caused the lead change. JJ has found 7-4. Normally an auto-scroller. It's a little more tolerable here in the randomizer. People still aren't very fond of it. World 6 is World 1, which will put actual World 6 in the 7th position. So we'll save the longest world traverse for 7th. JJ, almost took the hit to the fish at the very end. He did make the pipe. Jargle got through the gauntlet in early 7-8. He is making his way through the middle section of the stage. We'll see if he knows where the item pipe is. Doesn't look like he does. So the Angry Sun decides to give him a hit. And oh no, unfortunate swish. Taking the momentum off the jump with the Micro Goomba into the pit. JJ, however, on the other side, making quick work of 5-7. And JJ runs into the World 1 Fortress. Nothing but net, indeed. He does not have enough to make it up to the item, so he'll try to get his P-speed. Oh, no, he ends up taking the door. The way the logic works here in the randomizer, it is always assumed you're going to take the item in the World 1 Fortress. So the lock or bridge when we get to Turning Group 2 isn't normally used in logic. However, it can help you out. It might make a route easier to navigate, but the game's always going to assume you're going to take the item here. In case we find it in its vanilla position. Our World 1 Hammer Brother has a star. And JJ finds 4-2 here at 1-5. As Jargle navigates the World 1 airship. I didn't really see the hit point count on this. Oh, Iggy was a one-hitter. Oh. JJ finds 1-1. It is full of fire snakes and fire chomps. Yeah. Our players finally get a break from the high hit point bosses. JJ taking the pipe death there, unfortunately, losing his momentum by making contact with the pipe and falling straight into the pit. Jargle coming into his World 6, and he'll start off with 7-4. JJ finds the World 4 airship. And we'll see what his Larry fight happens to be. Larry is our other Earthquake Koopa Kid. It turned out to be Larry and Roy. 3 hits. He will grab his wand. JJ looking to extend the lead a little bit. It is about 4 stages right now. World 6, one of the largest overworld maps in the game. Does not get the one convenient easement here. The 8 start pipe to 6-4, sorry. Finds 8-2, he will take his Sand of Shame. No shame in his game, however. A lot of the newer players find this to be the easier path through this stage. Has the power-up he likes, so he'll take the coin side. And, oh no, decides to push it a little early and gets contact with the Piranha Plant. JJ gonna take the note blocks and unfortunately misses that first jump. Alright, I am back. Unfortunately, Comcast wanted to ruin my morning, so let me get right back into the saddle here and we'll get into it. JJ working his way to 6 Fortress 2 in vanilla. Jargle found 8 Fort, best fort, in 6F1 placement. Yeah, I'm sorry. My internet wanted to die at 3 o'clock Eastern. JJ in 3 Fortress 1. Getting to the boom boom here. Good old door 6. JJ finding yet another beta stage. The 1.5 beta. Making it through. Yeah, actually, Lujumbar, they're both fairly new to the randomizer, so seeing them pretty evenly skilled makes for a pretty good race. In Group C, Jargle is 0-2, JJ is 0-1. We've all been taking losses to Classic Gamer 88 here in Group C. Actually, this is the first race in Group C that does not involve Classic as an opponent. Jargle in the pyramid having to let that star run out. He will need these. He will need these to break the box, the blocks. JJ has found the Super Tank stage from World 8, normally the penultimate stage. Yes, Classic ended up finishing 3rd last year. He won the bronze medal match in last year's tournament. Jargle finding 7-6. He is small. He won't be able to clip, so he will do the stage normally. JJ in the World 5 airship. Getting that piece speed that you can here with the auto-scroller turned off to make quick work of it. We'll get into some beach ball mania with Lemmy. Another 5-hitter? Wow. One of the sticking points of this Group 1 seed has been a lot of high hit point bosses. JargleBargle into one. Getting that boss bass out of the way. Looking to get to this power up. It's a star. It's gonna grab it at just the right time. Oh man, I missed a mac and cheese? Oh crap. Now I really want to make a nasty phone call to my internet provider too. JJ first to World 8. This regular tank sprite here going to be a stage. And it is 3-3. I always get this one wrong because I am wrong. It's actually 3-8. JJ could have taken that first pipe. Instead, he will do the Navy Sprite. It is 4 Fortress 1. Taking some hits here on the way to lower path. Makes up for it with a Mushroom Grab. Jargle to 3-6. Might need to refresh my stream again. There we go. Getting everything resituated from the internet reset. So JJ will have 2 pipe options here to take. 6 sets of connections here in World 8. He's looking for the one that takes him to the Super Tank Sprite and Bowser's Castle. to get the heck up out of here. Finds the hand bridge screen and says, "No, thank you. I will wait." But unfortunately, finds the L. He does have a hammer, so he will break that lock. Hopefully this pushes into a good position. Finds his way to the dark screen of World 8 on the bottom. Some immediate connections to take. There's 8182 to his left and 8 Fortress above him. Looks like he's going to have to go to 8 Fortress for the easier choice here. And 8 Fortress is 5 Fortress 2, the fortress in the sky. Here's something you won't be able to see in All-Stars. He could actually fly over the stage. Keep the low route just to make sure he's watching the photos. Jargle to 1.5 beta here. You need to be a little careful getting around that shell that he kicked in. So it looks like the route's going to take JJ either to 8182 or this will be the pipe home. Oh, wait a minute. I'm forgetting. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. I'm forgetting the airship pipe. Handbridge is going to be required here. I think JJ has come to that realization. So it looks like the route here in 8 is regular tanks to Navy to pop the Navy lock, and then full hand bridge and airships to the way out. JJ almost getting the no hands. And here's 3-3, the stage I mixed up earlier. JargleBargle in 3-9. The second to last fortress in the game here will be 4 Fort 2. We almost got there, Laws. Almost. I was kind of waiting for it. You got him. Yeah. Random music is not forced on anyone. It is selectable, and it is one of the optional things players can choose. Some people like the random music. Some people are just, you know, a little goofy with it, but it does take some getting used to if you play random music. Tonight's gatekeeper for this seed, it will be 6 Fortress 3. Some call it the carpet fort here because of these boo bars and our conveyors here. Yes, Zodiac, yes. It is a nice late-night match for us here in the East Coast. Jargle is based out of Korea, so it is afternoon for him. I think he is 14 hours ahead. Hope everybody's having a good morning, noon, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. JJ, Bowser's Castle, the Tower of Disco Waffles, being a little patient with him so he doesn't take a hit, gets the Everyman clip, first try. He will try to take top route here for his Bowser kill. Getting that nice hammer kill. 35 fireballs. But if you have a hammer, hits him every frame. You can do it in as few as 3. If you get her done, get those GGs out for JJ. Official SRL time of 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 53 seconds. JJBlu will take the first game of this doubleheader. And if I'm not mistaken, he's going to pop in for a second to give us a little interview in between seeds here.
Yo.
JJ! Congrats and GG.
Man, can I throw that first level into the abyss?
Yes, you can. Both of you had quite an issue with it. Jargle actually had the Cloudhammer brother sneak around back to him so he could cloud around it. You had to end up actually doing the whole stage.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, your Hammer brothers just stayed over by the castle and they did not want to come in.
I mean, it's all good. It was good practice dying over and over again in every spot I could find.
Turning point of the seed, that first hammer you guys got in World 1, he ended up using it at the 7-9 lock, and you held on to it for World 5. He had to do a full 5. You got the skip. That's where you took the lead for good.
Well, I just felt like it was probably worth holding it because I knew there was still multiple stages where a hammer could be very useful.
Yeah, they were in short supply this seed. It is not beginner-friendly seed. Dude,
I don't know if y'all noticed, but I was pretty hype-tastic when that second hammer showed up.
Yeah, I didn't really think the card game had much of anything. I saw the hammer suit, and that was about it.
Yeah, once I got a hammer suit, I was like, alright, that's good enough, I'm out.
Jargle found his in the Toad House, and then he ended up getting the hand. Then he ended up getting the cards. He is in 3-3. He ended up getting the same hand pattern as you did. That one in the back.
Man, if I had just went with my gut and went straight through instead of went back, man, I would have finished like 5 minutes sooner.
It is what it is, man. You won't play Path of Least Resistance. You just want to take the pipe you see. World 8 is its own entity, man. Sometimes you get lucky, and sometimes you gotta work for it. Jargle in 4F2. Oh, unfortunately hitting the block for the P-switch. So he's gonna have to get a little momentum. He's actually gonna take the door here. It's gonna slow him down a little bit, but he'll be able to get this done. I mean, after that start, you guys settled in pretty well. Thankfully, nobody game over. That was going to be the big risk when we all saw 8-1.
Oh, I mean, you know, I was at 0 lives. You know, it was no worry.
I mean, that double 1-up in the middle section was really, really nice. I think you had to have been relieved when you saw the 2 1-ups.
I was just, yeah, might as well keep doing it over and over and over again. Might as well get something out of this death spree.
Yeah. Oh no, Kirito, it's a different rule set. That's why they're doing both stages back to back. Jargle, we're going to finish up his 4F2 here.
But I'm ready to enjoy some complete world randomness. Maybe we'll actually get some fast seeds. Yeah,
that's the way it's been working out so far. We've been getting about on the average about 10 minutes quicker with Group 2. Dragonfire, we actually started, here's your world order. It went 2, then 3, 7, 5, 4, 1, 6, and then of course 8 is 8. And if it weren't for that 8-1 at the beginning of World 2, I think both players would be happy to get rid of that one.
I mean, I was more annoyed at the fact that the note blocks did their job of failing to do what they're supposed to do.
I am butts when it comes to note block jumps and just note blocks in this game. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm happy to hear that obviously I was able to catch up, because I honestly felt like I was behind after that start.
Yeah, I would not have been surprised if either one of you just thought that you were just light years behind. It was just not a very confident start to the seed. Jargle getting ready, getting his Bowser's Castle starter kit in. No star, unfortunately, for him. Oh, he does have a star. It was on page 2 of his inventory. So we'll get to see Jargle finish strong here.
Hey, at least I got to find out what the thing was early.
Oh, yeah.
See, he had to use 2 hammer suits there, which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, be a hammer so I could skip World 1. No.
No. Heck, a cloud would work too. Jargle trying to line up here for the Everyman clip. There we go. Nice, safe, calculated approach, making sure he doesn't bonk the ceiling there. Loses momentum. 4 fireballs and some donut lifts away.
I had a practice run where I did fail the jump, and then I got to find out the normal path. That was fun.
Oh, dang it. I've been leeching time again, my apologies. My internet cut out about World 6, so I had to frantically rush to get that back into place.
Rips.
I know. But Jargle is finishing up an official SRL time of 1:17:58. 3 GG's up. We'll see if Jargle wants to come in and have a few words before we get the seed changeover.
Oh yeah, I'd forgot I probably should mute my stream. Whoops.
Give me a second, let me do something real quick.
Hello.
Hey! JargleBargle joining us here for the seed break here. GG.
That was fun.
Oh,
GJJ.
man.
GG. Oh my gosh.
Let's get your comments over the start here. That was rough. I feel sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, like the first world was great. It was the best.
You ended up actually getting the cloud. The Hammer Brother actually came over to you. They stayed over by the castle for JJ. He ended up having to do the stage.
Oh no.
Turning
that was horrible.
Yeah, Turning Point actually was the first hammer. You ended up using it at 7-9 lock. JJ actually went around the normal path, and he ended up using the hammer at the World 5 lock. And he caught this. He flipped it and caught the stages on you.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, hammers were just few and far between, and
They were non-existent.
yeah, he caught up on that. But you guys, after the rough start, you guys settled in pretty well. Got some good consistency out of it. Pretty good stages. I mean, other than the start, it was a pretty nice seed for the both of you.
It was a bunch of fun.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some clippable fails that I did with some stuff I shouldn't have messed up.
Well, lucky me then, because I don't know clips.
Oh no, I'm talking about clips as in like bad deaths they can make a clip on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna give you guys a couple minutes. If you guys need it, we'll probably either log the room or create a new room for the group 2 flags, and hopefully it's gonna be a little better for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, that 8-1. I think I was there about, what, 12 attempts? I only stayed there because of the double 1-ups the whole time. Ugh.
Yeah, that was nice. I was like, oh well, at least I'm gonna be +1 on 1-ups every time I die.
Oh, but yeah. We will definitely have some fun on the second one. I'll be back in when it's over.
Alright. Looks like we're gonna have a new room for you guys. So we'll get you over there, and we'll get back into setup, and we'll get a group 2 seed out of these two nice guys. Let me throw up some links for everybody. Follow these runners. Dang it, I put the wrong one in first. You don't have to follow me. That's fine. My internet just gives out all the time. But follow the runners. You guys are putting on a good show. And of course, for more information about the tournament, I'll throw the link up for that as well. We had groups of 5 in the tournament. We're going to play double round robin, so we'll play everybody else in the group twice. You saw the first seed. That's one of the flag sets, one of the rule sets we're going to use. And now we'll see the other rule set that we're going to use here